Hello students, my name is Niyati Said and thanks for watching Edupedia word videos. My topic for the presentation is we'll study extrinsic eye muscles. About the eye muscles, okay? Each eye has a 6 strap-like muscles inserted at different sides on the sclera, and they are attached to the bony orbits by the tendons. And these muscles, they help in rotation, movement of eyeball along different planes and directions. They are grouped as superior and inferior rectus, second internal and external rectus, and third superior and inferior oblique muscles. So there are 3 types of movements which are associated with the eye that are due to the action of these muscles with 3 pairs of muscles. Okay, they are the movement of the eye, the change in size of the pupil, and the change in the thickness of lens. It is all regulated by these 6 muscles. The movement of eye is controlled by 6 eye muscles that are attached to the sclera to the bone lining the optic cavity. And these 6 muscles are superior and inferior rectus, second is internal and external rectus, and third is superior and inferior oblique muscles. So let's see its diagram. See, this is our eye, okay? This is pupil of our eye, this is iris of our eye, okay? And this is the conjunctiva, which is the white portion of our eye, okay? So the first is your superior and inferior rectus, okay? This is your superior rectus and this is your inferior rectus. Okay, this one is your inferior rectus and this one is your superior rectus. Please note that the superior rectus, it moves the eyeball upward and inward. Okay, this superior rectus, it helps in moving the eyeball upward and inward. Whereas the inferior rectus, this is your inferior rectus, okay? This one is your inferior rectus. This superior rectus, it moves the eyeball upward and inward, whereas inferior rectus, it moves the eyeball downward and inward. Okay, I hope first pair of muscle is clear to you all. Now the second pair of muscle is internal and external rectus. Okay, internal and external rectus, which is not of much importance according to your syllabus. So we'll jump on to the inferior and the superior oblique muscles. Okay, so this is your inferior oblique muscle. Okay, this is your inferior oblique muscle, whereas this is your superior oblique muscle. Now what does they do? The superior oblique muscle, it moves the eyeball, this is your eyeball, it moves the eyeball outward and downward. Okay, that means just outward and downward. Whereas the inferior oblique, it moves the eyeball outward and upward, just opposite to superior oblique. Okay, now I hope it is clear to all of you. Now the first is your superior rectus and inferior rectus. This is your inferior rectus, okay, and this is your superior rectus. So what does superior rectus do? Superior rectus, it moves the eyeball upward and inward, whereas inferior rectus, it moves the eyeball downward and inward. Now the superior oblique, it moves the eyeball outward and downward, whereas the inferior oblique, which is this one, it moves the eyeball outward and upward. Okay, so this was all about the eye muscles, which are 6 strap-like muscles. As you can see that these are the strap-like muscles, and they are inserted at different sites on the sclera. See, this is your sclera part. Okay, so they are inserted at the sclera part of our eyes, and they are attached to the bony orbits by the tendons. And these muscles of the eye, they help in movement and rotation of eyeball along different planes as well as different directions. Okay, so this was all about eye muscles. In my next section of the presentation, we'll be studying about the human ear. So till then, stay tuned and keep watching Edupedia Word videos.